So today, all you'll need is a Dynaband. We'll work a lot of posture. I'm going to get some of this light off of you guys. There we go. All right. So welcome to Sit, Stretch, and Tone, and we will do just that. If you're feeling a little bit, it's a little chilly, so you're not quite feeling yourself, take it easy. Always work in a pain-free, comfortable range of motion. And even if you feel like you haven't been exercising for a while, just dial it back a little bit. You don't want to go too much into it. Delayed muscle soreness may occur 2 or 3 days after your exercise. So today you might be fine, tomorrow, but you may be a little sore the next day. So just try to anticipate. If you've been away from exercise for a bit, just pull back and ease into it slowly. And let's do a nice long warm up. I know it's a bit humid, which is nice for our joints, but it's a little on the chilly side. So you'll need a Dynaband, a tube, or a towel, or a strap, or a belt, something you have around the house that you can wrap around your feet or use as a stretch and resistance tool. But let's go ahead and get started. We're just going to start by lifting the toes up. I do a lot of my exercise, in fact, most of my exercise barefooted. You will benefit from barefoot exercise by incorporating more of the muscles in your feet and, kind of adding a lot of extra work for the area that is very critical to keep flexible, mobile, and strong balance. So we'll just alternate lifting the toes. And if you are able, spread them out. Spread them out. Stretch. Yes. Stretch. And 4 more. And 3. And 2. 1 more. Now, if you have a hard time spreading the toes out and splaying the toes, this exercise, the next exercise, hopefully will be a little more helpful. So if you're on a sticky mat or a surface where you can kind of try to spread your toes apart, whether willing it to happen using your mind or actually separating your toes and putting a little cotton ball between each toe or a tissue and rolling it up and turning it into a little ball and putting it between each toe to try to encourage the toes to separate. And then you'll lift up right foot and left foot, right heel and left heel. So feel the floor with the pads of your toes, all 10 of them. Try to splay the toes and spread the toes apart. Try not to sickle or twist the foot, either inversion or eversion. You don't want to twist around the foot. Try to keep it on the straight and narrow. Toes, knees, and hips facing forward. Apply a little pressure of your hands on top of the thighs to just add a little bit more weight and resistance. And we'll go for 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Have a seat back and bring your heels a little farther forward. So now my ankles are about an inch or so away from, if I were to draw a line directly from the back, from my knee to the floor, they're about an inch or so away from that. And now go back to flexing your feet. So you're lifting and trying to splay the toes. And you can apply a little bit of pressure, upper body weight into your hands and your hands into your thighs. And that creates a little extra resistance and a little bit of core work, which is nice. And we'll go for 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. And then let's bring the ankles behind the bent knee. And then again, apply a little bit of pressure, lifting the heels, right and left. And again, try to the best of your ability to spread the toes out. If you feel you can't quite make that connection, or it's just very challenging to do, get down there, reach down and spread those toes apart. Maybe put a little, like I said, a little cotton ball between each toe. And we'll go for 4 more. Splay the toes as best you can. 2 and 1. And now we're going to walk the feet, I would say a good 6 inches away from if you were to draw a line behind your knee. So you're flexing right and left. And again, changing the angle, moving the feet out or farther away from the midline of the body or away from a position that you normally are in. It incorporates a few more muscles or the same muscles in a different way. So you're challenging your body each time you put a little, you change the routine just slightly or a lot. The body does respond. The body likes that. It keeps it engaged and involved, and you get an opportunity to add more muscle. And we'll go for 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. And now bring your ankle as far back as you can. Hinge forward from your hip, apply a little bit of pressure, and spread the toes out. Press down, separate your toes, lifting up your heels as high as you can off the floor. So you really want to contract your calves. And let's go for 4 more. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. And then march it out. Inhale and exhale. In and out. And just march the arms out in front. If you have tight hip flexors, your hips are a little tight and sore, or you have a little bit of a lower back concern, a little bit of aches or some issues in the lower spine, or arthritis in the hips, you may want to do these marching exercises standing. We're really, really contracting those hip flexors and creating a shorter muscle. So if you have tight hips already, it just tightens them up a little bit more. So seated exercise is great, but for certain issues, you might want to change your position so that it's more comfortable. So, and if you're not sure, do I have a hip concern? Is it really that bad, or my lower back? If you're not sure if this exercise just feels comfortable, keep doing it. If it doesn't feel comfortable, stand up and modify in order to keep that pain-free, comfortable range of motion. Keep on marching. And now tap the right knee with the right hand. So slow down your march and tap, and tap, and tap. So you can do a nice rhythmic inhale and exhale. And now start to tap that right knee with the left hand. So left to right and switch. Let's just do 8 more total. 8, 7, 4, 3, and 1. And then place the hands on the hips, right toe into the floor, and circle around the ankle. Try not to rush this exercise. And again, you can do it seated or standing, completely up to you. You can even do it lying on your back, circling that ankle. Try to really increase the range of motion by going from toe to the big toe to the pinky toe, the inside of the foot to the outside of the foot. And allow the knee and the hip to be carried along with it. And reverse direction. Circle inward. And just a handful more. And 1. And then let's do the same thing on the other side. Feel grounded on that right leg. Feel the floor with your right foot. So the foot is pressing down, is placed down, and then it's pressing down. And it's not just pressing down, it's pressing down and away without changing the alignment of the hip, knee, and ankle. So it's like core work for your ankle, knee, and hip. Nice big circles with the opposite foot, the ankle, and then reverse direction, circle in. And we'll just do a few more. And let's start marching with that left foot. So march, march, march. Pump the arms at your side. Nice tall spine. I like to sit on the edge of my sturdy chair so that I have full range of motion with my hip and my whole leg. March and pump those arms. And now we're going to slow it way down and touch that left knee with the left hand. So left and right, left and right. Try not to move your upper body. Try to stay lifted and tall. Bring that knee towards your chest, but don't bring your chest towards the knee. Keep it way up high like a sunrise. Nice, tall, lengthened spine and a nice open chest. So there's a sunrise to the chest and a sunset for the muscles behind you for scapular retraction. And tap, and tap. And now we're crossing over. So the right hand will tap the left knee and switch, switch, and switch. And this just helps wake up the brain. Anytime your limbs cross over the midline of the body, you're integrating right brain, left brain, firing up those synapses and hopefully building a few extra neurons. Why not? And 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just relax the legs, roll the right shoulder back and the left. If you feel like you're already pretty aerobic and your legs have been working and you feel the blood pumping, lift and lower your heels. You can pedal the feet right and left, or you can do both. And bring the elbow back and reach it. And now full back stroke. Bring the arms way up and back, up and back, up and back. And 4 more, 3 more, 2, and 1. March it out. Take 2 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Again, in and exhale. And again, quiet the feet. But if your circulation's moving, you want to keep it moving. Alternate the feet or lift both and roll your shoulder forward. Trying to keep the spine lengthened and tall, like your whole vertebrae is being pulled up to the ceiling, straight up to the ceiling. Maybe slightly angled forward, but pretty much straight up. You want to lengthen and expand. And now adding your elbow, adding a little more range of motion. If this feels like it's too much, dial it back. Just go back to the exercise that felt a little more comfortable. And then a little bit more work, reach the arm up and forward, up and forward. 8 more, 7. Woo, we're almost across the lake. Keep going, keep swimming. 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. And then again, march it out. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Shake out arms and legs. Let's stretch out those feet. So what we're going to do is lift both heels up, then come up onto the toes, curl the toes under, back to the toes, balls and heels. So I'll give you a side view. Your ankles are right underneath your feet. It's heel, toe, curl the toes under, toe, ball, and heel. And if this doesn't feel doable, you may want to try to bring your feet behind your knees, and that may be more doable. Or alternate, do 1 foot at a time, so that 1 foot can ground you, and you can have a little bit more balance to get a fuller range of motion, and it's a little bit more doable. All right, we'll go for 4 more. And 3. Uh-oh. I hear a delivery truck. That's usually not a good thing in my household. We've got some nervous puppies. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, we have company. It's okay, honey. And march it out. Okay, inhale and exhale. It's okay, sweetie. Down dog. Right here, guys. Down dog. All right, inhale. That's where I get my ideas from for exercise. I look at the pups. What do they do to stay so fit and trim? And I say, okay, incorporate that into my classes. All right. And then from our nice ankle warm up and workout, we're going to stretch. So bring the right foot just about an inch in front of the left. So the toes of my left foot is there and my right foot is up ahead about an inch. So it's a tandem stance. So tandem stance, one foot in front of the left. You can go full on tandem as if you were standing on a balance beam and just allow that left foot to hide behind the front. And that's, adds a little extra strengthening and stretch work for the lower leg and the feet. And when you're standing, it adds more of a balance element to the exercise. So if you're working on balance, this is a nice way to start. You're seated, you're comfortable, feeling safe. You're doing all of the same things as if you were standing, okay? But we're in our seated, safe position. Sorry. Oh dear. Okay, guys. All right, okay. Sorry about that, guys. And then slowly ease back. Let's change legs. Let's bring the left foot forward, right leg back. So again, you can do it seated or you can do it standing. You can do it tandem, full on tandem, like you're on a balance beam, or hip width. So it's a little easier. And you can do that seated or standing. Okay, it's all right. Packages delivered. And then slowly come up. And let's march it out. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale. And almost all of the exercises that we do seated, you can do standing, you can do lying down, ideally on a yoga mat or a carpeted surface on the floor, preferably not on a bed, even a firm bed, because it does absorb, it changes your body alignment. But all of these exercises can be seated, standing, or lying down. And relax and shake it out. Okay, now we're just going to take our right heel and send it way out there. So another opportunity to help splay the toes, to help channel energy into our right foot. So my foot is really, really flexed. I feel these muscles, those shin muscles, really activate. My heel is pressing down into the floor. So I'm getting feedback from the floor, some added resistance. My toes are coming in towards my kneecap and my toes are splayed. So I'm really making an effort to spread out my toes like a sunrise. And again, don't forget those cotton balls or tissues. Imagine you're getting a pedicure or those little kind of rubbery things that they do use for pedicures. I think you can purchase them at CVS or drugstores. You can get those to place in between each toe to try to train the toes to separate and lengthen. And now you're taking your nice tall posture, ears, shoulder, hip, S-curve neutral. So there's a little dip here, a little dip there, braced core, and you're coming forward. Leading with the breastbone, your spine is still lengthening up to the ceiling. And then now point your toes. So I hinge back a little bit to kind of take some weight off to adjust. And then I place all 5 of toes, the pads of my right foot and the toes of my right foot down into the floor. And I'm trying to grip, I'm gripping a marble. I'm trying to pull a Dynaband. You can do Dynaband or a hand towel. And I'm reaching my fingers out, or my toes out, and I'm trying to reach for that Dynaband like a cat. Like they spread their little claws and they're trying to crawl up those little carpeted cylinders that they have for them to exercise. Same thing, same idea. I'm stretching and I'm gripping. I'm stretching and I'm gripping. And my body is hinged at the hip. Nice lengthened spine. And then I'm going to come up, 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 and then bring this leg all the way back. So I have the 290-degree angle legs and hip flexor. Tuck the pelvis under and pelvic tilt, stretching the front of the upper hip quadricep muscle, the front thigh. Hip flexor, inner thigh groin. I'm contracting my glute. And again, we're seated. All I'm doing is sliding off the chair. Now I'm not on the chair anymore. It's over here. So you can do this standing, or lying down on the floor, just by bringing that leg in and keeping that other leg at 90. Same position, but you're lying on the floor. So you'll be using primarily the same muscle groups, but they'll be taxed and worked and stretched in a little bit of a different way because gravity is going to be pulling in another way. So you'll still be activating those muscles, but it'll be a slightly different exercise. Let's take the right hand and then bring it to the side of the chair. Hold on to the chair and twist your body. Use your right hand and reach it, reach it, reach it. Hi, sweetie. Oh. And then slowly bring the upper body center and then sit straight ahead. Let's do the exact same thing on the other side. So now I'm going to take my left leg, fully extend it, pushing my left heel down to the floor. My right leg, if I were seated, just right here. If I'm standing, whoop, there it is. Practically the same alignment, except I'm not seated down. It's okay, guys. Oh, it's okay. Here we go. Pressing the foot down all the way into the floor. Your toes are splayed. Spread the toes way out. And then slowly, slowly hinge back. Place your toes down to the floor and imagine that you're reaching and stretching that Dynaband. Oh, it's okay, guys. Come on. All right. You've heard of Mommy and Me classes? Well, here's Puppy and Me. This is my puppy, and this is Chevy, and she's a Chihuahua mix. And when people get deliveries and those UPS trucks or Amazon trucks go beep, 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 they go a bark, 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 and they're afraid. I don't know why, but it must be the pitch. And then slowly come up. And now I'm going to take my left leg and I'm going to bring it behind me. All right, little one. I think she's fine. Say bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Okay, there you go. All right, she's good. She's good. 90-degree angle legs, again, seated or standing. It's the same exercise, stretching hip flexor, quad, inner thigh, groin. Squeeze the left glute, the buttock muscle, tuck it under. Feel that leg really stretch. It's a really important muscle to help with mobility and balance and strength, hip flexor and quadricep. To get down and up out of a chair, in and out of a chair, down and up off a park bench. And then slowly release. Woo. Bring the body center and march it out. Take 2 deep breaths and exhale. And inhale and exhale. All right, let's go back into our upper body. So we're going to interlace our arms, tuck the pelvis under, and stretch the arms out. Now, if you have osteoporosis and you've been told not to do a forward or excessive flexion of the spine, then just keep nice and tall, ear, shoulder, hip alignment, and just stretch the shoulder blades out. But if you're okay with flexion and extension of the spine, pelvic tilt, tuck under, pull the navel to spine, extend the arms out, and really, really stretch. Tops of the hands, the wrists, the forearm, triceps, and the muscles in the upper back and between the shoulder blades. Then reach the arms forward and up, stand up, sit up nice and tall, so you can sit or stand nice and tall. And then again, down you go. So modifications for osteoporosis, separate those shoulder blades. Not modifying, no problem. Tuck the pelvis under, pull the navel to spine, look down at your thighs. And let's do 4 more just like this in a kind of a fluid motion. So reach it up. So this is where the sit, stretch, and tone comes into play. Because I'm really, really feeling the floor with my feet. I'm pushing my feet down and away. I'm really, really stretching my arms away from the midline of my body up to the ceiling or up to the sky. And I'm reaching, 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 reaching. And let's do 2 more. I'm feeling this in my core. This is a really good ab core exercise. Not so easy. And 1 more. Woo! Now hold the arms up. Take the right foot forward, left leg back. So now I'm stretching out my Achilles tendon and I'm working more core, my QL, my deep, deep core muscle, lengthening the spine, scapular retraction, and I'm going to lean to the side very, very, very gently. And if you have, again, some osteopenia, osteoporosis in the upper spine, from the navel on up, the thoracic spine or the neck, just reach it up and just will that rib cage to stretch up instead of leaning over too far to the side. Then reach up, 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 up. And one more time, up, 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 and over. So not only am I really stretching, but I'm really activating my core. If these muscles weren't working and engaged, I'd just be flopped over to the side. I might even fall off my chair. So the muscles are there to give structure to your bones, to your joints. One more, up and over. And that's why we focus on opening and lengthening and stretching, opening and lengthening and stretching. Stretch all the way up. And let's relax our arms down because we want to create space in all of our joints. With space, you have opportunity for circulation, lubrication, and with that, you have ease of movement. Then you have a little bit of a less of an opportunity for injury, arthritis, and other types of wear and tear on the joint. If it's nice and open and moving freely, it's not going to resist and create problems generally in that joint. So we want to do that for every single joint in our body. And that's my goal. Now reach it, reach it, reach it. And then up and over ever so slightly. And again, with those osteoporosis modifications, will that right side to just stretch up a little bit more. Keep lengthening, left side, right side. Feel the stretch from your hip all the way to your hand. And then all the way up, 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 up. And then up, 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 and over just a little bit. Pull the navel to spine. Press the chest out. Squeeze the shoulder blades to scapular retraction. Woo, are we working? We're working really, really hard. Come all the way up, and then all the way up and over. And if you do kind of happen to feel like, oh, I don't feel like we're working that hard, and you want to, today's like you want to fire it up today. Really put energy in lifting away from gravity and pressing down into gravity, and then all the way up and down. Whew. Bring the legs together and march it out. So I'm pretty winded. So that's hard work because I'm really trying to activate every muscle group in my body, from the tips of my fingers and toes to the top of my head and my tailbone. I'm really engaged. Inhale, arms up, and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. All right, so that was really nice for the upper body. Let's get into the lower body. We'll take the Dynaband or towel or stretch strap, wrap it around the ball and toes of the right foot. So I'm spreading out my Dynaband as wide as I can, and I'm putting it around the ball and toes of my right foot. And now I'm going to crisscross, grounded left leg. My left foot is grounded, and I'm going to lift my right leg slightly up and circle the ankle around. Now, technically, you can do this. You'll limit your range of motion just a little bit if your heel of the right foot is grounded. And again, you can do this seated. You can do this standing. You could do it lying on the floor. The resistance now is created by the stretch strap or by the Dynaband that you're using. So you are working the same muscles in the same way, whether you're sitting, standing, or lying down when you use a stretch strap or a Dynaband especially. They were created to rehabilitate people who are in hospital beds, to give them resistance. And then they use it up in space as well. And reverse. So you're creating a resistance. You're creating that gravity within that joint or muscle or whatever joint and muscle you're trying to focus on. So now we're rolling in the opposite direction, and I'm trying to splay my toes And reverse, reverse again. If you need to take a break, take a break. This is not an easy exercise. We're really working the foot, plantar fascia, the ankle, the lower leg, the shin, the calf, all those muscles below the knee. And once again, circle the opposite direction. And this is an exercise if you're really focusing on ankle strength, foot strength, balance. This is a nice exercise to do at least 3 non-consecutive days per week. So like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But you can safely do this almost every day. And then flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. When you flex, try to splay those toes. Spread those toes out. And when you point, imagine you're picking up a marble. Activate your foot. Woo! And 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Woo! Flex your foot and hold. And let's actually change sides. That's a lot of work for one foot. So I was going to add one more exercise, but I think we need a break. So place that band around the ball and toes of your left foot. Also, feel free to take breaks whenever your body needs it. And also grab a sip of water anytime you need. And we're going to circle that ankle around. My right foot is pressing firmly into the floor. I'm not just pressing down, I'm pressing down and away. I'm really creating a lot of structure and stability for my hip, knee, and ankle. And again, this foot can be out in space and reverse. Splay the toes and point them. Splay the toes and point them. Reverse again. Splay the toes and point them. Splay the toes and point them. When you point, try to pick up that marble. Pick it up, drop it, pick it up, drop it. 2 more and 1. And now we're going to go into a flex and point. Flex and point. Splay and marble. Splay and marble. Keeping shoulders relaxed, posture lengthened, lifted. Keep going. And 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. And then relax that foot to the floor. Nice job. Now we can get into the other leg. So the right leg had a little bit of a chance for a break. Wrap that Dynaband tube or stretch strap around the ball and toes. If you're using something thin, a little closer to the arch of the foot than to the toes, because you don't want it to flip up and give you a kiss on the nose. So way back, kind of underneath the ball of the foot or around the ball of the foot in the arch. You've got your foot anchored, crisscross. Wrap your hands around your Dynaband or tube if you need a little more resistance. Lift the leg up, then bend and press. So we are working again, the top of the toes. Splay the toes. Put those cotton balls in there. Get those toe separators. And feel that shin. These are the muscles responsible for foot flexion. So we want to strengthen those to keep our balance. And then straighten the leg. Bring your kneecap to your quadricep. And straighten the back of the knee and your hamstring. Your abs, core, and hips have to be nice and strong. Otherwise, the upper body starts to get really tired. And the body starts to fall out of its alignment. So once that happens, you have to rest. You don't want to encourage improper posture just to get a few more leg presses out. And 2 more. And 1. Ooh, hold it there. Either out in space, down closer to the floor, or heel pressing down into the floor. And we're doing this nice and slowly so you can really spread your toes apart. Spread your toes apart. Bring the toes in a little closer to the kneecap. Bring the toes a little closer to your sternum or to your nose. Toes to the nose and splay those toes. And then point your toes. Imagine you're picking up a marble off the floor. It may cause a cramp. You're really working hard, much harder than it appears. You're working very, very hard. And then relax the foot, release the tension, and remove the band. Shake out the leg, and let's do the same thing on the other side. So take your Dynaband, place it around the ball and toes of your foot, crisscross, lift that leg either up a little bit or as high as you'd like, wrap the Dynaband or tube around your hands, and then bend and stretch. So if you go to a gym and there are weight machines, what you're doing is a leg press. This is like a leg press machine. Or if you are doing an exercise class, you're doing a sit to stand. This is a Dynaband sit to stand with one leg, or a squat. So you can get the same exercises at a gym. You can get it right here with us with the Dynaband, or a basic squat or a sit to stand, and that you can do anywhere, anytime, hopefully every day. And let's go. Make me proud, make me happy.
For this inspection.
I know Carolyn will be ecstatic. Let's go for 4 more. Spread those toes. Spread them out.
Definitely.
You got it. You got it. Keep going. Woo! That's it. And 3, and 2, and 1, and hold. Hold, hold, hold. So you're splaying those toes. You're pulling your toes right to your nose, working the shin, the tibialis anterior, pulling the kneecap into the quad. Feel those muscles really engage, and the muscles behind those are stretching. So this is a perfect sit, stretch, and tone. And then slowly release. Put your leg down, remove the Dynaband, and place the Dynaband right on the chair back, and let's march it out. Wow, that was a workout. Notice how this leg feels, the one we just worked, in comparison to the leg that worked and now has rested. I really feel fatigue in this left leg. And it's lessening, and it's lessening. So we want to give it a little bit of that break. Flush out the lactic acid, get it out there so that when we come back to our next exercise, we're rested, we've recuperated a little bit, and then we'll get an opportunity to get stronger, to do another exercise. And could anyone else guess what I could possibly be talking about?
Sit and stand.
Yes, you got it. So all this exercise was a warm up and a stretch to lead in for a very functional exercise, but a very intense exercise, a sit to stand. So if you prefer not to do it, you know the modifications. If you've been with me a while, ankles underneath your knees, and you can either just hinge and come up, or you can definitely do another leg press. We just did a sit to stand modification, or a front leg raise. All right. So let's try to get in 3 sets of 15. Let's do that. 45 is a nice number, right? 3 sets of 15, that's about 45 if my math serves me. So your hands are on your thighs. Your ankles are slightly behind your knees. Roll the shoulders back, very braced, engaged core. Inhale, press your feet into the floor and come up. And lift, and slowly lower. So you want to lift with some energy and power. When you come down, you want to resist slowly. So come up with power and then resist. Because then we're working concentrically on the way up, eccentrically on the way down. So you're actually getting a double workout. Isn't that good to know? So instead of having a 1-hour workout, we're getting a 2-hour workout. Oh my goodness, you guys are fit. I'm telling you.
11.
Yeah, right? Right? So keep it up, guys. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Da-na-na. 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 Woo, keep going.
More.
counting?
15.
Hey, good. March it out. March it out. Take a nice deep breath. Nice work, and thank you for counting. Thank you, thank you. I think that's Carolyn. Is that Carolyn? Am I right?
Yeah, that's me.
Thank you, Carolyn. Carolyn is always, she's looking out for you guys because otherwise I keep going, right? It's like, we'd be up to 100. Thank you, Carolyn. All right, let's do a second set. Second set, guys. So again, if you're modifying, you've got your hinge, you've got your left leg for leg press or left leg, leg raise, similar muscles. Here we go. Second set, arms are at your side, reach down and then reach up.
1.
There you go. Thank you. You got it. 2.
3. That's 4.
The next one is good. We are a third of the way into it.
7.
We're almost halfway there. Oh, there it is, halfway. Go ahead.
9.
Very nice, guys. Reach.
10. Everybody count.
Everybody count. Yeah, 5 more. 11. Woo. 12.
13.
Brace your core, guys.
Where are we?
Woo.
14.
And how many more?
1 more.
Yeah, 15. All right. Nice job. March it out, march it out. Take a nice deep breath and exhale. And 1 more. Woo. All right, guys. This is aerobic. So great job. 1 more set. If you need to modify, please, please do. Listen to your body. Always listen to your body. Let's throw in that last set. Let's cross the right arm over left, left over right. This loads up the upper body, gets in more core, ab and erector spinae back. So place your feet down to the floor. Here we go. Shall we count down from 15, Carolyn? What do you think?
All right, we'll do that.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. 15.
That's 14.
14. You got it.
13.
Yes.
12.
Yeah. Woo.
11.
Nice. On the home stretch. Here we go.
10.
10.
9.
Loud and proud. There you go.
8.
Yes.
7.
We are halfway there, guys.
6. 5.
Good work. Keep going.
4. 3.
And last.
2.
And only 1
1.
more. Good. Shake out arms and legs. March it out. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. So that was a really, really great job counting. Thank you so much, Carolyn. Makes it so much more fun. Excellent and great counting. Good work. All right. So now we're going to get into our upper body a little bit more. So step on the band with your right foot. And you're going to bring your right foot slightly in front of the left. I like to spread my fingers out from my index finger to my pinky right across my Dynaband. So the tension is sort of equally distributed from my index finger to my pinky and my wrist in general. So I tend to like that position. It feels comfortable. But hold it in whatever way feels more comfortable for you. Roll your shoulders back. My right foot is forward. My palms are forward. Curl the wrists under a little bit and curl up and down. My spine is long. My chin is down to my chest. So I'm as if I'm holding onto a grapefruit. The back of my head is lengthening up towards the ceiling or the sky, depending if you're over at Edgemont working out. Good for you. My chest is open like a sunrise. The back of my shoulders and shoulder blades are closing and down like a sunset. My core is braced like a compression sock right around my middle. I'm feeling the floor with both feet. I'm not only feeling it pressing down, but I'm pushing away. 2 more. 2 and 1. Relax the arms down. Just take your left foot, put it, replace the right foot. Step forward slightly with the left foot. Palms forward, roll the shoulders back once, and then curl the wrists under. Curl it up. We are working our hand and wrist, forearm muscles, bicep muscle, the front of the upper arm. So all of these muscles here are really, really working. And let's go for 10 more. 10 and 9. Try not to grip or hold too hard with the hand and wrist. But if you don't have any issues or concerns around the hand and wrist, you can add an element of grip strength by imagining you have 2 little tennis balls and you're squeezing and trying to pop those tennis balls. So you're working on your hands. And 2 more. And 1 more. Woo! And then all the way down. Remove that band from your the bottom of your left foot. Shake, shake, shake. And now step on the center of the band with both feet. We're going to up the ante a little bit. Turn your palms not only to the forward position, but out to the side. And if that doesn't feel comfortable, just keep it facing forward. It's fine. It's all good. It's just a slightly different angle. Roll the shoulders back. Scapular retraction, palms facing out, and then curl the wrists under, and up and down we go. Last set. So this is our 3rd set of bicep curl. Good. If you feel you need a little bit of a break, take it. This is not an easy exercise. The Dynaband puts a lot of resistance into all of those muscles that, depending on the position and what exercise you're doing, I mean, you're getting it into your fingers and hand, your wrist, forearm, elbow, bicep, shoulder, upper chest, neck, upper back. So we're working a lot of muscle groups. This is not easy. Let's go for 3 more. 3 and 2. 1 more. Ooh, and down. Great. Step away from your band, place it right at the hips, march it out, 2 deep breaths, and exhale, and 1 more, and exhale. Interlace your arms behind you. If you need to angle your body to the side, please do so to avoid hitting your hand or wrist into the chair back. Be careful if you have arms of a chair. Roll your shoulders back, drop the shoulders down. Bring the back of the shoulders and shoulder blades together, and we'll go for 2 more breaths. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift your arms away from your buttocks and hips and up, always working through a comfortable, pain-free, resistance-free range of motion, and relax. Woo! And then shake it out. Flexibility and strength just happen cumulatively over time. We don't want fast food. We want it to the nice, long, slow and steady. And that way you're just transforming and progressing and flexing and extending and, creating strength in a safe way. Let's take the right foot forward, left leg back, bring the band around your upper back. Wrap the band around your hand. And if you have some shoulder or neck tension, or you feel like your shoulders have worked hard already, keep your elbows close to your side and just straighten your arms straight out. I'm maintaining a 90-degree angle position with my arms. If you'd like more of a workout and you're feeling rested and pretty strong, just bring the elbows out and touch the thumbs together. That's a more challenging position. And then if you really are feeling really energized and really feeling strong and very rested, just bring your arms out like goalposts and do not bring your thumbs together. Just straightening your arms straight out and press and press. Woo! Exhaling on exertion. So when you're using a resistance tool like a Dynaband or a tube, you exhale when you're stretching that band, because as that band stretches, it creates more and more tension. And the more tension, the more challenging. Let's do 2 more. 2 and 1. Woo! Bring it back. Roll the shoulders back. You can release your hands and give them a little shake out if you need. Change legs. Wrap the band around your hands again if you'd like, or keep it single grip. Shoulders are tired? No problem. Keep those elbows close, out and in. Neutral spine, neutral hand, wrist, elbow and shoulder. More of a challenge. Elbows out, touch your thumbs. Do you need more of a challenge? Keep your thumbs apart. Keep your shoulders down. Sunrise chest, sunset back, long spine. Woo! Arms apart. Feel that in the chest. Feel it in the shoulders. Feel it in the arms. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Wow. Relax your hands away from the grip of the band or tube. Circle, circle, circle. Feet are together. If you're up for one more set, please take it. Strength gains occur with 1 set, but if you do 3 or 4 multiple sets, more strength gains, more benefits to be had. So I try to always push it up there a little bit. More sets, more of a challenge, more results. Roll the shoulders back, nice tall brace spine. Exhale. Last set, guys. I'm pushing my feet down and away, down into the floor and away. Although you're not going to see me moving because I'm creating a bracing, isometric contraction. My sits bones are pressing into my chair, and I'm imagining that the back of my head is being pulled up to the ceiling. Arms are out at shoulder height. Let's try 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Bring that Dynaband down to the thighs and march it out. Just using that nice marching motion to relax the shoulders. Shake out your hands, release tension. Let's finish with one last exercise, and that'll be for our posture. So taking your legs out in a wide plie, your palms, or wrap those hands around that tube or Dynaband. So my hands are about 1 foot to 1.5 feet apart, and then I press out with a little bit of tension. I move my arms up towards the ceiling, not directly up, but at a 45-degree angle. I'm angling up towards the ceiling, where the ceiling meets the wall. I'm stretching my arms out a little bit more, and then I'm pulling my elbows back and returning to starting position. Exhale, inhale, exhale. So technically what we're doing is we're stretching those hard-working chest muscles, front shoulder muscles, and tricep muscles. We are stretching them with resistance. As we're working the back of the shoulder, the upper back, the trapezius, and the rhomboids between the shoulder blades. So we're working our back while we're stretching our chest. So it's the perfect recipe for sit, stretch, and tone. We're getting it all in there, and we're strengthening. So within that toning, we are strengthening. Woo! 4 more. 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Wow. Place the band on your thighs, flex the right foot and bring it straight out in front of you. So my left knee is bent, my right leg is straight out, and I'm going to reach my arms up overhead, turn my palms inward like I'm clapping, and then I'm reaching up, stretching the band out, and lengthening my body a little bit over to the right. And then all the way up, one more, up and over to the right. And then all the way up and then down. Back to a wide stance. Arms are now not at 45 and not over your head, but down at chest height. So right about the center of the sternum. Okay, my palms are down. Roll the shoulders back, turn the palms in a little bit, and pull your right hand away from left, left away from right to create a bit of tension. Now pull the arms out a little wider, pull the elbows back, and then back to starting position. And back to starting position. And exhale. And exhale. Continue to pull the abdominal in and up. Continue to stretch the arms out and back, working the chest, front shoulder, and the back of the shoulder. 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And 1 more. Wow. Oh my goodness. Woo! And then slowly down. Roll the shoulders out, bring the legs back in, straighten and flex your left leg. So my right foot is pressing down, pressing away, grounding me. My left leg is directly straight out in front of my left hip. My heel is pressing down, my toes are splayed, and I'm reaching my arms up, up, up. I'm turning my palms in a little bit. Scapular retraction. Pull the arms apart and reach up and over to the left. So I'm really stretching all through here and all through here. So the back of my right leg, left leg, and the right side of my body, the whole right side, from my right arm all the way through my rib cage to my waistline, my hip, and then I come up, 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 and one more time, up and over to the left. Splay your toes. So spread your toes apart. Really, really work them. And then all the way up and all the way down. Whoa. Nice job, guys. Place your bands off to the side. I think we really gave them a good workout. March it out. Take 4 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. And in and exhale. 2 more times. In. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Hands on the hips. Circle that right ankle around. Circle, circle. Lubricating and kind of releasing any last bit of tension, not only in the joints, tendons, ligaments, the muscles. Getting all of that tension out. Reverse direction. And other foot. So feel grounded in the right foot. Circle that left ankle around. Circle, circle. Woo. And reverse. Other way. Nice job. Circle, circle. And feet are grounded. Now both shoulders. If both is a little too much for you, just alternate right and left. Right and left. Woo. And 4 more. 3, 2, 1, reverse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it out 2 times. Exhale. 1 more. In and exhale. Shake out the feet, shake out the hands, arms and legs. Do the happy dance. You are done. Nice job. All right. Nice work, guys. Yes. And thank you for all that counting help and all that energy.
Thank you, Teresa. It was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. So I won't see you next week. You're welcome. You're welcome. I won't see you guys next week. I'll miss you, but that doesn't mean you can't exercise, or you can take a break. And a break is really just as important as exercising regularly. So if you've been exercising regularly for many, many, many weeks, maybe many months, take a break, use that time to relax, go for coffee, tea. All right.
Thank you. And I
Thank
love
you.
your dogs. Your puppies are so cute.
Yeah, they are.
One
Thank
of
you
them
very
is
much.
you, right?
Thank you for your
And they
generosity
didn't
and
bother me
patience.
at all.
Oh, thank you.
One of them is
You're
a new
great.
dog,
Oh,
right?
there they are. Down dog, down dog. There she
You.
is. Hi, sweetie. Reverse down dog. Thank you for your kindness. I appreciate
Thank you,
it.
thank
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks, Michelle. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, guys. See you next time.